Hey everyone, Gabby Perez here with Toscana Properties alongside
Hi, Mom, Shirley Herrera, Toscana Properties.
and we were just going for a little stroll, hashtag hot girl walk. And we were discussing current activity in what we've been hearing over and over again, a recession. So
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's slowing down. And as a matter of fact, we are busier now than we ever have been. And I was expecting it to be slowing down because we were in a recession. But apparently buyers are very aware that now is the time to buy.
yeah, and for those of you who are not aware, the interest rates have actually dipped. So they dipped well below 5% last week and the week before. So what I believe is happening is those buyers that were unsure in quarter one, where the rates started around 5 and over, are now coming back into the market. So we are now seeing, again, multiple offers. In some cases, multiple offers above ask. So now, I don't see that in every scenario. However, there's still a lot of activity and a lot of movement happening. So I think it's important for you guys to understand that, especially if you're considering getting into the market, it's still a very strong market. There's the people out there that are concerned. I really don't see any indicators to be concerned. The interest rates, even though they are a little higher than what we saw last year, they're still at a historic low. So I would advise anyone, if you're on the fence, to just jump in, because guess what? Real estate, no matter what, is the fastest way to start to build your generational wealth.
Well, and isn't it interesting that I'm finding a lot of my buyers are saying, well, should we wait until the prices drop? And prices are not dropping. In some markets, the prices are actually softening, which means for us that a seller may want a certain number for a sale price, but the sale is only going to happen between an agreement between a buyer and the seller. So it's very possible that we're in a better negotiating environment for buyers and sellers. And that's what's really encouraging, I think, because buyers don't have to pay top dollar. They can review the property and decide, I think I want to offer X amount instead of the asking price. And if you really like the house, then you offer the asking price. But I'm not seeing multiple offers go over the asking price. I'm seeing people. Oh, you're not? What are you seeing?
Well, I definitely think in certain areas.
Well, yeah, it depends. You're
Yeah,
right.
so in certain areas, I'm definitely seeing that there's still a lot of competition.
Right.
So there's a lot of factors that are involved. However, to piggyback off of what Mama Cheryl's was saying, we are seeing a lot more negotiating happening
Right.
between the buyer and seller. So there's definitely a higher probability of negotiating repairs and negotiating seller credits towards buyer's closing costs. So if you're concerned about how much money you need to bring to the table at closing, in some cases the seller, if they really need to sell and are motivated, they will help with those costs. Mm-hmm. So in my opinion, I think, again, if you're on the fence, just jump in, because the home prices are only going to continue to go up.
Right.
And the reductions that we have been seeing in in different markets are, to be quite frank, sellers are probably just asking a little too much.
Right.
And so those reductions are happening because that's really where the home price should have been to begin with.
Right.
So again, if you guys have any other questions about whether or not to jump in And when would be a good time to buy? Now is a good time to buy.
Yep.
And both myself and my mom, Shirley,
Yeah.
are fully licensed here in the state of California. So we can help you with all of your real estate goals and needs. And
You know, and I also like to remind buyers that when you purchase a property or make a real estate transaction, you start saving money that you normally would not be able to save because life happens. If you have a mortgage, every month you pay that mortgage, you're saving money, minimum 6%. And at the end of the year, when you find out the properties went up 15%, you're going to have that savings account, if you will, in the equity of your home. And you wouldn't save that on your own, because when you have your disposable income and you know, life happens. And if you have it available to you, you're going to spend it. But if you have a mortgage, you pay your mortgage first, and then you pay your bills and whatever you have left over. But at the end of the year, you're going to see a big savings, which helps you to not only create generational wealth, but saving money that you normally don't save.
right. So to our sellers out there who are interested in knowing a little bit more about what your home's current value is, we can definitely help you with that. We can put together what's called a comparative market analysis. Now, interesting enough, because of what I just talked about in this dynamic market that we're experiencing, the comps, here's a good one for you. The comps aren't always necessarily indicative of what the prices should be at. Because remember, last year we saw astronomical price increases, buyers just paying whatever the seller wanted, right? I mean, the seller could say, I want $1 million for a home that was really worth $500,000, right? So what I like to do is not only look at the comps, but I also use a couple different other resources to really help determine what the true home value is. So if you'd like to know more, please feel free to reach out, and you can either message me, direct message me. You can call me on my cell phone, 408-893-4985. Also available by text and email. And we'd love to help you guys out, buyer and sellers alike. So if you found this to be helpful, please like, follow, comment, and share this to anyone that you think would benefit from hearing current market advice on what we're experiencing right now. All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye. Thank you for listening and watching.
Yeah. Bye-bye.